to the live Big Fella Talk Show. Oh, yeah. And I'm Big Fella. Hold up. You know I got a little fella with me. Cameraman, man.
It's a beautiful... Sunday afternoon. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. Here we go.
One thing we saw from them that game, and we see it around the league, an over-dependency on the three ball.
That shot, the three, is very volatile. On games when it's falling, you can beat anyone, but when you're leaning on it and you go cold, tough sledding.
Now the Magic with it. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
And Irving powers it home.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. He said they spent all week watching film on Victor Wembanyama trying to find flaws that they could take advantage of. No such luck. So their mission tonight is to try to make someone else beat them, which coach admits could be fool's errand.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And here are the Bulls now. Orlando making their last shot from deep. Holmgren. The shot's good on the assist by James.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Wembanyama, high post. Holmgren with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. It's stolen by Leonard. And now the Bulls in transition. And it's James with the jam.
You're still dunking with ease. James is a physical specimen.
Pass to Wembanyama. And stolen by Holmgren. Leonard for three. And it's Irving with a rebound. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. On the table. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible. You know, Jamal Murray has no problem being the facilitator when he sees open teammates.
And here are the Magic now. Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Orlando shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
Second free throw.
That free throw good from Irving.
Julius Irving. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Irving.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
James outside. Over to the wing. From deep. Holmgren. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Holmgren's got 6 points.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Irving, that's good.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
For three, James. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Man, he's bringing the energy, the efficiency. I love what he's doing offensively.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
Pass to Ware. Markkanen with it. Jones from outside. First shot won't go. And so Murray will bring it up for Orlando. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
James deciding where to go with it. Jones sets a screen. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Here's Ware. On target from range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Murray. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Coach, another guy that symbolizes the rise of Canadian basketball, Jamal Murray. What an impact he's making.
Yeah, Brian, and I'd say even more than just making an impact. This Canadian guard can actually carry an offense on his own at times. Well, you know, with Murray, not only can he score at all 3 levels, he's got great confidence and that championship pedigree as well.
Orlando leading. 26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Stewart outside. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
Well, give Stewart room at the arc at your own risk. He'll stretch the floor whenever he can.
Markkanen sets a screen, and that's a foul called on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul, and so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Let's hear it for all our dancers. Substitution on the court.
11 seconds left to play in the first quarter. From downtown, sinks it from distance.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Three-pointer, Stewart. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Orlando ahead, up by 2.
The Magic, 19.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Here's Bailey. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Pat Connaughton.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
He's perfect from the line this time. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Pass to Bailey. The 3. Orlando with a rebound. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, it's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Harper. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Bailey. Markkanen outside. Here's Joe. Back to Markkanen. 5 on the clock. For 3. A rebound by Stewart. And here are the Magic now. Here's Harper. No points yet. Right wing. Wiggins outside. And Harper gets it to go. And the Magic lead by 3.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Pass to Joe. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Oh, Markkanen good in the paint.
Well, Markkanen poses such problems for a defense. He's got a variety of ways to score inside.
And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
Jamal Murray taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
You know, I just love the moxie Murray has to his game. He's so fast and supremely confident.
Good on the second one. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Orlando making a switch here.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Magic substitution, number 9.
Here's Bailey. 5 points in the game. They set the screen. And again, it's Chicago.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And a fast break now for the Bulls. Back to Williams. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. 13 foul.
1:56 left in the first half of this one. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. An opportunity now to retake the lead.
Showing off their intensity these last few minutes.
Leonard for three. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Talk about a pure jumper. Leonard doesn't need a lot of space to rise up.
Outside for Irving.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Julius Irving. First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Here are the Bulls with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Lets it go from 14. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And now it's a 5-point Chicago lead.
Well, that's taking full advantage of the opening. The defense probably willing to give him that one, but I like that he's capitalizing on it.
Pass to Holmgren. And here is Williams. Holmgren inside. 6 points for him. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Here's Harper. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
And one of the reasons they're down right now is because they've fallen in love with the jump shot.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the middle. And Williams punches it home.
And that was a good read from Leonard. Noticing the overcommitment and exploiting it.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. The Magic making a switch here. Murray deciding where to go with it. On the wing, Irving. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Irving's got 13.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Murray. Wembanyama, high post. They kick it out to Murray. It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Right side, Irving. Chicago with a rebound.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, he has so much size. Ayton forcing the defense to collapse on him and gets to the line.
Second free throw, no good. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach, but when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. Counted from distance.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama, a big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
James, right side. Down low. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. They kick it out to Murray. And out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
Bulls leading by 4. Jones feels it out. Puts up a 3. Drills it from deep. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Wemby driving. Outside for Irving. Clock at 6. Chicago with a rebound. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for home group. Got to push him farther out than this.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Here's Leonard. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
Leonard taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Harper. Fires for 3. Williams grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for the Bulls. To the paint. Here's Ware. And he goes in for the dunk.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
To the inside. Pass to Harper. The 3 ball. Knocks it down from distance.
3.
Harper's got 5 now.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Oh, swiped away. Stewart with it. Guarded now by Williams. Back to Stewart. Here's the 3. And another 3 for Orlando.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Now, here is James. 5 points in the game. Screen by James. Jones from outside. Pure from 3-point range. Jones has got the second bucket. Here's Harper. He's got 5. Leonard looking around. Out to James. Pass to Ware. Tries again. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. 9 points in the game.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring. Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Pass to Leonard. The 3. Orlando with a rebound.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Orlando making a switch here. Magic trail by 7. Stewart outside. And here's Murray. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. On the wing, Jones. And there's another one for the Bulls. And so it's Chicago. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few.
41.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He told his players, we are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Magic trail by 9. Wembanyama screen. And he lobs it. Oh, Wembanyama crashing down.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Here's Bailey. Outside Joe. The three is up. Sinks the tray. Joe's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
That one's good for 2.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Chicago leading by 8. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Out to the right wing. Here's Murray Boyles. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Here's Harper. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Outside Joe. Pass to Holmgren. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Wembanyama. And here is Irving. Guarded by Markkanen.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Bulls leading by 6. Here's Williams. Jacks up a 3. Markkanen misses.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Irving with a deep 3. Can't drop the tough 3-pointer.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Back to Joe. Inside. Out to the right wing. Pass to Bailey. Now here's Joe. Shot clock at 5. The three-pointer off the mark. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Irving for three. Williams grabs the board.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Markkanen for three. Markkanen sticks one from distance.
Yeah, from range, Markkanen has such an effortless stroke.
Here's Harper. From the arc. No good.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Markkanen with it. He's picked up by Jones. And again, it's Chicago with a three. Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does. Wow!
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. And out of bounds. The Magic will take it. And the Bulls making a change here.
Checking into the game for your Bulls.
A minute and a half left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Wembanyama. Fires from deep. Chicago with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Markkanen from long range. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Bulls.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And you look at their record after tonight, 30 wins on the year.
And they've had no trouble finding the win against this squad. They'll wrap up the season series with a clean 3-0 sweep.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Chet Holmgren.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
Pass to Markkanen. From behind the arc. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. 9-point game. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. This one for three. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Outside Wembanyama. There's the block. And so Chicago takes the win.